Well, we are in for a busy couple of hours this evening. We are in the midst of an alert day. Let's time everything out, what we can expect in the region with our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, definitely. We do have the severe thunderstorms going on to this evening, and right now it's pretty quiet out there, so you still got maybe an hour or two before things start getting into our region, but we still could see a few storms behind the main line. But the main line really comes through between about 7 p.m. to about 11 p.m., maybe stretching that to midnight. All threats are definitely possible. All areas are too, but you notice the threat probably more confident west of the river. It's less confident how these threats will play out probably east of the river because we're going to be later in the night. So that's the only confidence we have right now. Really, this line here has progressed here. There was reports of some tornadic activity with it. So far, just really mainly severe. This one is just radar indicated right now. This line could occasionally have little spin ups, and that produces more tornadic activity. We'll just have to keep an eye with additional development south of this, which would be separate from the line or ahead of the line. That would be more of a tornado threat with it coming in right now. The watch box, the yellow, that's out to 11 p.m. We'll probably see more extended, but it could be a severe thunderstorm watch or tornado watch depending on how things look at this point. But doesn't mean you won't see any severe threat east of the river. It's just too early right now to indicate that. Otherwise, we kind of time it out. It's really this line, and this line continues to progress eastward. It's really a wind threat, hail threat, and then you got to keep an eye on individual cells that pop up along it, near it, or in front of it that could produce more of the tornado threat. But really by about 7 to 8 is when I think the outstretch of this area will approach Eau Claire. It'll stretch all the way down west of Rochester. And then keep an eye on northeast Iowa, just southwest of La Crosse, to indicate there's a little bit of a cell that could pop right up there. These are the ones you got to keep an eye on because they come ahead of the front and they can actually get more spin ups too. But overall, as you get towards 8:30, you're looking at that line pretty much now over Claire. You get a little bit of bow feature indicating more strong winds coming through. La Crosse, it's probably going to be around after 9:30 when you're going to start seeing this line. It kind of slows down, so the threat may diminish a little bit as you go east of the river, but still you have to keep an eye because we have some individual thunderstorm cells that are just to the southwest. Those are the ones to keep an eye as they push east and north along the front that could produce a spin up or a tornado activity right there. So by the time we get to 10 p.m., we're still under the gun La Crosse to Black River Falls, even stretching down west towards Mason City. By the time we get to this point, Eau Claire, everyone's kind of behind the main line. The cold front's still well to the west of Minneapolis with additional development there too. Midnight, really the severe threats kind of diminishing for most of the area. The only area you probably have to keep on is far southwest Wisconsin or east of Black River Falls in this area. We'll still see some showers, maybe a thunderstorm. We'll have a little bit of brief clearing going out before the cold front arrives. And then as you wake up tomorrow morning, you're definitely going to notice the wind is going to be quite brisk out of the northwest. It's going to feel a little bit more chillier than we've had lately because this cold air behind it and cloud cover. Might even see a sprinkle in the morning too. The good news is going through Tuesday is the clouds will eventually go away, but probably not until the afternoon. You see these temps in that northwest wind quite brisk, so it's not going to feel that really quite nice outside Tuesday. Until we get to the afternoon and evening, we'll start seeing a little bit more sunshine. The good news is towards the afternoon and evening, plenty of clear skies. 50s, but that northwest wind won't make it feel real nice because right now we're in the mid 70s. Actually, there's some areas that are getting close to 80, so it's going to be about a 20-degree drop for some people for tomorrow. So that'll be the big news going into Tuesday. Giving out a wrap up of what we're expecting. Severe storms here before 7 p.m. There could be a few, I think, but still the main line is 7 to about 11 to midnight. And then the tornado threat, if you're looking for that, it's probably west of the river. As you go east, it'll probably be transitioning more to a wind or hail. We'll keep an eye on that, but the confidence does kind of drop as it gets later in the night further east of it. So overall, you want to see your temperatures tomorrow. As I mentioned, it's going to be quite cold as compared to what we were today. The good news going into Wednesday, it's milder seasonal conditions. We do have more showers coming in, but that's not going to be probably till Wednesday night and Thursday. Just light showers. And then Friday and the weekend beyond, we're going to start warming back up. And for the most part, kind of a dry forecast once we get past Thursday with potentially more 80s coming towards next week. So this evening will be very active, so stay weather alert. Have your app handy on you all the time. You can check the radar. You can look at Future Track on there too. We'll be doing updates too as long as we can throughout the night too.
Have you completely covered?
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Greg.